what's going on, guys? Prime Skies here, back for another top 5 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the dark element. This video is going to be slightly a little bit different. Because the dark and light element, there's only 5 characters for each. I structured it the exact same way, but how it basically is going to work is 5 and 4 are kind of like my least favorites. 3 is average, and then 1 and 2 are actually really good. So when you guys watch this video, make sure you guys have that in mind, because since it's top 5, since there is only 5, it seems a little different. Anyways, guys, you guys are all the same thing with the comments down below, top 5. Let's jump into number 5.
Dark and dangerous.
Starting out with number 5 is going to be Nightfall. Nightfall was someone I was really looking forward to because of her design, how really cool the hair looks and molds with the plastic on her toy form. But when you actually get her in game, it's kind of a letdown actually. She's got basic attacks with the claws, but a really interesting hair attack that can shoot her hair through the ground and get up in enemies. Then she's also got a really cool mobility attack where she goes into the shadow form. Overall, she's got a really nice look to her, and I think it's a very fitting character for number 5.
Darkness falls.
So for my number 4, I put Blackout. Blackout is the dragon from Trap Team and is a very cool, unique looking character, and I love the paint job that they did for him. But my only issue with him and why he's kind of lower bottom of the list is how complicated he is to use. Now, I like some characters that require more skill base and it's not just spamming X. But what the thing is with him, there's so many multiple attacks and combos abilities that's really kind of hard to keep track of. Now, they are very devastating and very strong, but I know there's like ways to teleport between the portals and you can jump in and out and a lot of other things. But for me to really kind of fully play the character, I actually kind of have to do a little bit more reading up on to kind of do that, unless you just want to spam the X button. But that's why he's just kind of lower, is just his abilities. But I am happy that he does have a lot of options, so it gives him more ways to play it than just one. And definitely the figure is cool, though, too. So let's go ahead and see who's next. I just had to show the original Dark villain somewhere in this video. Even though Tycoon Crow is playable, but just, fire.
Any last words?
Dashing his way into number 3 spot is Sickle. Sickle is the reformed villain, as well as from the Undead element, now in the Dark element. Something that I really do like about this Sickle is he really feels like his Trap Team version, slightly different and just slightly changed to fit the Dark. And I really do like that they kept the concept of his look and stuff. I'm happy that they kept the skulls and stuff, even though it fits more the Undead. But mainly, the only thing that really kills it for this character is the voice actor. It's something that I was able to get better and used to, but I understand why they did it. Because in Trap Team, it was just a villain that you could play for a little bit. But I guess for a full playable character, they didn't want him to sound as menacing, even though it totally suits the character. But voice kind of does kill a little bit for me. So, anyways, that is number 3. Let's see who's number 2.
Nowhere to hide.
That's right. My first ever Dark Skylander I ever gotten is going to be my number 2. So this is where it gets interesting, because my number 1 and 2 are some of my top favorites, and they are highly loved in my collection. Nightfall is someone who's very unique because she was the first ever Centaur character we got, which was the 4-legged character, but as well as 2 arms. She has awesome abilities, one where she can even clone the enemies, as you can see on the screen with the horn. It clones enemies, and then the enemies attack the regular enemies, if that makes sense. The shadow versions attack the normal versions. She's got a really awesome looking sword. I know in Trap Team there was a bunch of sword characters, but how this one looked, this one and Nightlights were definitely some of my favorites. But other than that, she has like a little bit of a charge ability and kind of regular attacks. But the horn ability and then the overall just look of her and the pose is just what really ties in the character. Her and Blackout, the paint job they did was really nice. And for Nightfall, they almost carried it over, but then after that, they kind of let go of the dark color scheme and kind of moved on to their own regular scheme, I guess, which we can see with Star Class, where they opened it up to blue, and even Sickle just kind of keeping it black. So that's number 2, and you guys should know who should have that number 1 spot.
A shot in the dark.
That That is right, guys. Starcast is my number 1 pick. Starcast is a very awesome Skylander who goes along with my forearm theme, which if you guys have noticed throughout all my Skylanders top 5, all the forearm characters have actually made it on my list because I absolutely love them and they're very cool and unique and really bring an awesome feel to Skylanders. As you guys are seeing right here, this was one of the awesomest soul gems I think we've ever gotten in Skylanders, where Starcast actually gets to build himself kind of like a ship and gets to go around shooting lasers and all that fun stuff. He also rides around a shuriken, can throw bigger shurikens, and even duplicate himself, which other characters can kind of do, but he actually fights for you, and the enemies are also distracted, so it's very awesome to use that ability, get away, kind of get yourself set up, and then when you're done, reappear and able to strike down the enemies. Overall, really awesome figure. Love the translucent body. Reminds me a lot of Slam Bam, just like a darker version of him. And their overall look of the stars are really awesome. So that is it, guys, for the Dark. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, let me know down your top 5 below. And I'll see you guys back for the last and final edition of my top 5 Skylanders.